We are about to head to the event at Rajiv Gandhi Stadium. I believe we have a car here about to take us. Toyota have come in with a ride for us, which we're very grateful for. Zokte Toyota. Sweet. Hello. So we are heading to the stadium now for the big event. I have no idea what to expect. I also am very, very underprepared. Just turn up, trust that I know what I need to say. I mean, it's easy. I just gotta say my story, answer questions, and take lots of photos. That's it. The whole goal is just to inspire the next generation and help them realize that anything's possible. And that's it. Job done. Yeah.
You walk up the stairs, that's the centre of town. Like when you get to the top.
See, this is the incredible thing, how they actually fit big trucks through small spaces. Arrived at the event, it's all set up. There's also a football game on at the moment, so I assume we'll be waiting for that to be done. Got some filming, a lot of filming going on behind the scenes. And look at that, you can see the sign over there. Look at that sign. I don't think you can see it with this camera. Anyways, let's go check it out. Nice shirt, guys. Hey, Moy. I didn't realize they were doing something that big.
Yeah, neither did I.
That looks cool. Look, there's me.
It makes it a lot more official, you know?
Yeah. Oh, we're here. I guess we just settle in and get ready. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This looks amazing. Amazing fruit platter.
Oh, there's even a sign for it.
Oh, and a sign. Here's the peak sign. It looks really good. Fantastic. Double check the QR code works. Oh yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, nice.
Look, I even put the training session that I did in Aizawl as my log.
Oh, nice.
And then we have the official photo board. So got Peak, Government of Mizoram, Mizoram State Sport Council, and then Tori West. So we've also got little stickers, these amazing water bottles, Mizo water, this beautiful fruit platter, and really good protein bars with no additives and no crap in there. Photo time. All right.
I'll be on my TikTok.
The event is about to start. We've got people turning up, and they're starting. I think they're calling me up. I'm not sure.
Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this afternoon. Thank you that you've just brought all of us together. I just pray that you will bless this meeting, that you will bless the words that are spoken this evening. And Jesus, I just pray that you help inspire the next generation of young Mizo athletes, that they can be their best selves. Amen.
Oh, in the vai chung a he voin nia in local hi kan lom tak zeta Tori hi a phur to lutuka taron kal kha nakin zela po athletic team tina an changkai pui dan te po kan soi zela nga ma se kan channan he pulal du ki ma sailo Athletic Federation Northeast le Mizoram po president min lotel pui thei lo chum wangin rei lo te thumin soi sak tui kan lo som phutang.
Good evening, everyone. It is a great pleasure and have a privilege to meet the very most popular Olympian, Tori West from Australia. And before we starting the program, we are discussing about the development of athletics, especially athletics in Mizoram. That's why I am not continue it a long time. Most of the audience are Mizo, coming from Mizo. That's why I'd like to express a few words for the development of sports about our discussion. India rama hian tuna hian athletic in ma son mema tuna hian South Asian Athletic Federation thlengme ka India in chuta po chon India kha table a topa al omani chunglai kara chuan ke ni hi kan tlan ve zel duwa kan zuang ve du boxia kan kho ve du boxia engtinge kan ti ang ti la ya kha ania chongmoi lo ni lo sela Mizo coach kan ti min zirtir tu te thiam na khan tam takin a phalo tin mi pakhata khan khatiang zong zong thei na kha om thei lo reng renga chuwang chuan engtinge kan ti ang tin rom han na kan siama ti chuan kan sarkar te kan hetilaya kan thian te nu pa te kal tlangin Olympian ropui mai khovel riat po sports person lar Mizoram a kan cholu thei hi kan lo me ma June ni li thleng hian Aizawl a do na hetilai hmuna hian a thlonin training lak dan te stretching ti dan te le engkim mai khan kina amana la soi chiang anga kan soi sak vek lowanga chutiang chu kan din hmun ania tun tuma hian sarkar chunga kan loma Mizoram sarkarin nasa takin min puya ni kumin lama te Aizawl marathon half marathon min buat sai sak towa ti chon nimin maya khan Delhi a honna an hmang le a chuta chon second edition Aizawl half marathon an buat sai le don ani marathon chu tlan chi ani ya sports person zong chu kan tlan vek ani tui hleu chau khani lowa tlang lon chau mo ani theilowa football pe chau mo ani thei to lowa tlan chi ani vek tlan vek kan ya wangin kan zawaya ti the ni ti kan thria chu wang chon lotel vek tur point ka som cheu ani kalome
kan lom le mai pudin amin lo tel puya vo in kan kal dan tur chu hei chulai son thei ei tur oma chu in du khan el tram khan vala top ula chuanin t-shirt po kha adu vein om chan do kana so in lova lavek donya Tori hi voina han zona azo thei dona dule tlan te po in du chan tlan tur te pona som thei ngal dona ma se Mizoram local du chan le enge het ama chan chin tlim te ama min soi no ma ti lo mai thei kan lo soi photanga mo I'll just talk about you first Tori hi Australia po khote ve deu atanga lo chwa kanya chu te chung ko hausa le hetianga sport lampanga pui tour nei tu po ani big lo ni chu ma se sport a tui ema wang hian hei tuna Olympics tel thei tu hian kum som chuang ama ina beya achang chuanin international event a te kala hei bank account na eng ma om lo zero top te na kala chuanin aron hoa cafe ate thoka mo dikhan cafe ate thoka ain khola chumi tur chuan te mania self funded an tiang chi khani ta ni chu han ke ta han shi om tam tak ka atui ema wang khan ati tha chumi ya chuanin khami hei ahar sa ti tuna Olympics thleng thei tur chuan ti tur tam tak coach te thil sang kha ato thina khami kha anei ang nei ve thei tur khan mo a train thei ve tur khan midang adu wang khanin hetaron kal anita chu sum tam tak senga mi coach te vati ngai lawa khatyanga ti tur khan chuanin hemi big po hi athletes dan hei khatyanga tam tak thil to taka thil sang le ngai an ti lo nan khan athletes tan asia mani bok tani chu hemi big app po hi chumi chu download lawin lo umte po chuan min lo shil ula ti dan te kanin zertir zelanga mo chuanin ama hi hei angai poimo chu athlete ni ma ila hei Mizoram anga te chuanin state level champion po lo ni ma ila na a zon na kha ngai chin ni a chen chu police ate sipaya te kanin tlara kin lo te khan hei lungai te kha ul china chumi chu hei athletes hetianga top athletes ni chunga engtin nge ama a company adin theiti te engtiang takin nge abei ti jong te kha sports lampang cholo po kha izo duin om chuan hei software ate po software engineer nya ama hi graphic designer ni boka chu zong po chu University of Azir kherlo khan ama ina inzir chwa kani chumi ati dan te po chu nikina zo du nei chuan in zo na kha in lo zo tanga English in thei sham chuan English in lo zo tu lamo ma se Australian accent hi shat har vel tu ni chu hey chicken po chuk san tia khajang deu khan chu ni mi ni wang chuan in zo na in nei ni chuan in le angai chuan kalo le sak thei cheu
So you'll come with us and you'll translate?
Yeah, I said, if anyone wants to ask any questions.
Yeah. So, like Moy said, Moy's, you're going to obviously translate, but if you have any questions, think about your questions now. But first, I'm going to ask you, Tori, a few questions, and then, we'll hand it over to anyone else. So, firstly, Tori West, thank you so much for coming to Mizoram. Big round of applause for Tori. Yeah. So obviously Mizoram is a completely different place in the world than Australia. It's a different culture. It's a different people. And you have been, since Monday, training with a lot of young Mizo aspiring athletes. How has your experience been so far?
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. My experience has been amazing. Everyone has been very welcoming and I've had a lot of kindness, and I've been very grateful for everyone who has helped me feel welcome here. Training here has been really interesting. So obviously this is your track, and I have never trained in the dark before. So that was a new thing for me. But yeah, so far it's been a brilliant trip, and I still have a bit more time, so lots more things to experience.
Tikan asoidan kan accent ka shithiam lo zong min lo parsak shithiam lo in omem shithiam lo chuan ki pakha ne na zo na chu hei Mizoram in local ta hei ilo thlena tangin Monday lo thleng ta Monday tang khan tlai tin in train ta hei Mizoram chu khwat te le a culture shim po adang em awang khan in enge experience the tun thleng experience kha atini chu chuan in Tori soidan chuan hei ke experience chu tha em ma Mizo te hi in ngil na ya tini chu hei mi kindness nen mo ka tang khan min lo dong sunga kalom ma cha adang lama hei zana kan train khan athim theilu tuka zana kala train ngai me alo atini chu.
So, considering we have a lot of young aspiring athletes here in front of you right now, what would be your message in terms of what they should expect when it comes to trying to get to the same level, the top level, the elite level that you've been competing in?
My biggest advice is that you must dream big and you must believe in yourself, and it's going to take 10 years. Okay, so when I first started, I had nothing on paper to say that I would be good enough for the Olympics. If I was to tell someone I was going to go to the Olympics, basically last time I was in Aizawl, so 8 years ago, no one would believe me because I hadn't performed well. I wasn't a champion. I didn't win things. I just had a dream. But I believed I could do it. And so I did the work, I dedicated myself, and then I made it. So that's my encouragement, is you got to believe first. God puts his eyes on your heart. And then if you do the work and you commit yourself to that journey, anything's possible. And when you get there, you can give back to your community. So I come from a small regional area as well. There's not a lot of Olympians that come from there. And when you reach that, it's something that you can give back and inspire all those around you to go for bigger things. It doesn't matter where you're from, it's possible. And the best part about it is not making it, but it's when you come home and you see everyone else around you, eyes light up because of what you did.
Chuanin hetianga top athletes ni tu khan enge ngai ti zona khan achana chuanin hetiang din mun thleng tur chuanin thori mangaya e beidong lawin be seina nen ti chang ngai kum somtal in be ngai ni ti ni chu chumi chu kepo he kum som kalta kum riat kalta khan Mizoram arong kal tota kalau kal khan min Olympian ini ang min ti sen chong ka ring don lo ati achan chu champion ka ni ngai lawa ka Olympics he ka dia sports khati ve maila champion te ka tyang te winner ang kha ka ni ngai lo paper a in chuanin he tyang Olympian nei thei tur mel ka pulawa paper a po engma kanei lawa ma se ti khan ka ringa atini chumo he pathianin min kauna khan ka sha chon ka tiluya atia chon chumi tur chon kalo kalna pon chen kan so eng khan he regional thingtlang ve de watangin Olympian pola omlo na chang ve tho local kania chu Olympian ni a va hlo thling ai ma chuan mu khami Olympics avatel ai ma chuan kan ron hoa kan khwa kan ron hoa hey midang ina anlo an mid menglian he tianga anlo min lo welcome na khami kha ro pui bera atini chumi chu kan hlothlin na po khanin tikhan sports ang mia kan hlothlin chuanin midang kha kanwa inspire ve theini chu midang kha ti thei ve tur khan he kanwa shil theya khami kha ke ma chuan a thaberna.
So if anyone has questions, raise your hand. I have another question, but we're just going to take note if anyone has a question. So it's been a 10-year journey for you. Obviously, along the way, there's a lot of challenges. Do you want to just touch on what those challenges are and maybe what you've done to overcome those challenges?
Can I quickly translate that and then we'll so that I don't miss out, we'll do bits and then translate, okay? Hey kumsom chung enget kumsom chung izin ko nga khan enge har san na te ito kha imlo shil thengem atia athu soi zong kha ka theng hil lo nan toite te in te khan ka lo let phutang
Yes, there was many challenges. The first one would be obviously finances. doing a sport does cost money. You got to pay to compete, you got to pay to train, and then you also got to have a job. So initially, I've been working a job since I was 16. So I've always funded my athletics by having a job. There were periods where I used to work 4:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at a cafe, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at a bank. Then I'd train, and then at night I'd go on my computer and try and build my business. So while you're young, you've got a lot of energy where you can do that. So just because you're good doesn't mean that things are going to come to you. Even sponsorship. Sponsors want to back you if they get something back in return. It's not just because you're good. You actually have to be able to share a story, or you have to get attention and present a positive message.
Oh, yeah. Oh, kami akanin hey kahar sana lo to ber chu poisa bokani chu achan chu sport ti tur chuan poisa ngaya abik takin Australia khwan mitam takin kanchiat lo chu athletes how hi sarkar ya chanpui ngai lo shimshimani hey competition apokal se ankal na tur po an ma ni intum ve ka ngai ta chumia chuanin kami kha zinga darli le chan ve changa dar som kha cafe ate ka thoka mo chuna benka ka thok le a chuanin tlaya ti khan tlaya khanin ka trainer chuanin zana khanin ka na tur ka business tur te ingtin nge ka tiang tin ka thok le china ti ni chu chumi chu mania hey na ne pa le mania in train le poisa zin tur zong te coach man te ka dang zong ka pe ngai thina wang khan a har sa chumi chu ama se hey in la no panga ti ni chu mo khami ni wang khan thorim hun takanya entinan sports mi ni chuan sponsorship te om chinta ma se sponsorship a po khanin sports a ithiam wang ringot khan an sponsor ngai lo ni nang ma kha eng ang mi ngei ni ti story te I chan chin te kha hey va inti lar thiam ve ngai ni chu sponsorship te bula po khan achan chu company khanin nangma alaka chang khan an thlok na kha an zong ve sia chumi chu khami tur te khanin zana ani chu hei khatyang than zana te ain zir mo kan soi belunga ti khan internet at ti khan ain zir ta khami kha ti ve ngai ni chu mania va tum ve ngai chu sports number 1 ni ringot khan ni lawa khami kha mania ti ve ngai ni chu okay. Oh, so the your how you used to work 4:30 to
9:30.
4:30 jingdar li lechan ve changa dar kwa lechan ve kha cafe ania and then
10 to 3.
dar soma jingdar soma changa tlai dar thum benka
And then 3:30 to 5 training.
oh chanin dar thum lechan ve changa 5:30
5:30.
oh dar nga lechan ve kha a train le ta
And then yeah.
oh chan zana thok le bok oh
Yeah, do you want me to go through another one? Yeah. Okay. And then the second one is resources. So if you want to develop as an athlete, you need good coaching, you need good facilities, you need shoes, and you need competition. So when you come from a small area, sometimes that's not available, which is why, we've got a coach here in Mizoram, which is really good. But as you progress, you obviously want to verse more people, so you have to travel and go do that. And obviously that takes finances. So how I overcame that is I did a lot of research on the internet. The internet is your friend. If you want to learn, I built Peak. Peak has some resources, but YouTube as well. You can learn so much about your sport and progress. If you put your mind to it, honestly, you can achieve anything. There's a guy from Kenya who learnt to throw javelin watching YouTube, and he won the Olympics. Wow. So there's no excuse. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way, especially if God's put it on your heart.
oh chuanin edi khan fia deu kha chuanin apoi molia chuanin hei sports ti tur chuan pheikhok tha nei te nga ya coach tha nei te nga ya a train na tur tha te nei angai ta he Mizoram pon coach chade win nei ta ma se achang chuanin coach pakhat che chang khanin zir tur kha hei zirbel kha ngai chin ni chu chumi ni wang chuanin achang chuan YouTube pa chang te internet a chang ten ka inzir thina ti ni chu mo he internet kha in chana te po aman theya inzir nan khana tia chuanin Kenya rama mi po YouTube pa chang in javelin kha throw dan kha mo javelin va in lo dan kha azira chuan Olympics alu the ti ni chu khatyang khan mani inzer te kha angai via and then what was that another thing you talked about
The internet.
yeah the internet
So Peak maybe.
Yeah.
So Peak has resources, but
Yes.
there's also a lot of free stuff on
yes
YouTube.
oh chuan hemi peak himo hei chu Tori app siam kha khata po khan ama athletic ni wang khan a big takin app atang khan in lawin ziranga zir tur kha tamlu tuka hemmia in hmu lo po internet changin zir thin ro
So you've flown across the Indian Ocean all the way to Mizoram, just to give back to the community. You're doing a lot of training. You're doing a lot of education. Why? Why have you decided to do this?
It's a very good question. I will add, this is a self-funded trip, so this isn't like the government giving money. I've come here because I wanted to, right? And the reason being is when I was 18, right, before I even was a good athlete, I was in Nepal, actually, and I remember walking to the Peace Pagoda, and it was the first time I'd trekked through there, and I seen a little girl as I was walking up, and I noticed how strong she was because of her environment. Like when you're walking up hills all the time, you become very strong. And I think how many athletes there are in this world that just don't have access to facilities or things to be the best in the... I'm privileged. Like I'm in Australia, I've got a track, I've got all these things. How many talented people are sitting here are missing out on these opportunities because it's just not there, right? And at that time, I was 18, I was like, I'd love to one day, when I am old enough and have enough resources to do that, like provide opportunities to people who might not have had it. Because if you can raise up a champion in a place like this, it changes everything, right? It inspires the younger generation. You learn to be disciplined, you learn to set big goals. And when you pursue sport and you do it properly, it's mind, body, soul, okay? With business, you can get away with having lots of money in a business and be unhealthy. But when you're an athlete, your body has to be healthy, your mind has to be healthy, your heart has to be in it. Like it's everything, right? And so at that time, I guess it was placed on my heart. And then I came here for Kip and Moy's wedding in 2017. And this is like a bit like Nepal, in the hills, in the mountains. And I was like, lots of steps. They say you need to do a lot of leg days here. But yeah, so that was it. It was because when I was younger, I had this dream. And now I'm in a position where I've gone to the Olympics and I've set up a business. And it's like, all right, it's time to give back. When you make it, it's not for you. Strength is made for service. When you're at that position, it's your responsibility to give back.
Tunge le ngai ti. Yeah, it's okay. Le ngai ti no mem chong le kha ngai lo tero. Yeah, I think they all understood.
Okay, great.
Do we have a couple of hands up?
Okay. En lo imo hey Mizoram ngat tinge Mizoram iron than chan ti ni chu hey hundang dang akal na tur om ta Australia changa ron kal wang kha inge atatita Tori chuan hemi hi ama in tum choparon kal ni chu heta hian mo ama poisa khana khola te na ron kala achan chu kum som paria ta ni khanin sports meet cha hey champion pola ni ma khan Nepala kazina ti chuanin tang kalon khanin no pangte me chano pangte chakdeu ka muwa ti ni chu achan chu ni tin akal na ani wang khan chuan khami angkha ka ngai twa chwa ka he ke mani de chu pathian an mani de chu pathian zara Australia he tang track tradewa tang khan an neya tang khan kanin train theya te ma se khate ang mun kil khora in train na turpo nei lo ma se chak em pian pui he ni tina kal step kal nemte khatang te mani chak ve shim an omawang khan ka nei ang mo khatang ka nei ang le thil tha kha training tha te nei thei seng chuan an wathling sang thei don em ti kha ka ngai twa chwa ka ti ni chu chuanin chumi atang chuani heta Mizoram po Nepal ang deun hei tang omin ni atia chuanin kumsang ni som pasir khan kanin neina aron kal khan alruwa lo om thar le ta tuna chuan ma se khami po khanin chutianga I mi shat lovak ala ni lawa champion vak kha ala ni lawa ma se tuna Olympics kan thleng to a tin chumo kan thleng to a ka tum ka thleng to in ka sha chu wangin tuna society a khotlanga peklet ve hun ni in kan sha atia chuanin tikhan enge Olympics nei ba ka ama business te anti chawa kha chuanin tuna chuanin midang pek ve adu to ni chu khami awang khanin hetaron kala chuanin enge hey athletes sport mi ni tur chuanin kan drill route kan thinlung te hey business ti tur chuan poisa nei nga khan hey thaude upon mo poisa nei nga chuanin ti khan a successful thema se athletes nu tur chuan kan taksa in fit anga kan drill route yang te kan thinlung te khatang te kha a thatve ka ngai khami ni wang khan in train angai bi ka atini chu okay so ikim loving ka
Yep. All right, this is going to be my last question, and then I'm going to hand it over to anyone who has a question. So make sure you pop your hand up, and LH, if you can remember who has a question. So you're an athlete, but at the same time, you're a software engineer, and you've built an app called Peak. And the idea is, like, you want to be able to give the tools and the resources that you had throughout your journey, and kind of make it accessible. So do you want to just talk a little bit about peak and why it's so important for an athlete?
So as you progress in sport, especially once you get to the Olympics and even in professional sports leagues like football leagues, all athletes involved in that use what's called an athlete monitoring system. And the organizations invest in this because they collect data from athletes to help keep them healthy, to track their training, to make sure they're performing well. So usually that's only available to the top level paid athletes. I've built an app that allows you to have that level of monitoring, but for everyone, because I realize it shouldn't be separate. I think it should be available to everyone, no matter what your level is. So that's why I built Peak, because I needed it, I use it, and now every athlete can use it. So, yeah.
What was the name of that thing again?
Athlete monitoring system.
Athlete monitoring system. Okay. Oh, chuanin kami kha hemi apik mo kami kha engatinge isiam ti te ka tyang kha zona omta chumia chuanin sports a hian athlete what is it again? Athlete monitoring system omtani chumia chuan khovela top athletes te khanin an data kha an da khomta chumia chuanin ma se khami nei tur khan khami kha ekwa access tu khan paisa tam taka ngai ta chumi baga top athletes khovela athletes chaber te chaulo chuan an nei theilo ni khami kha an va mu po kha theilo ta chumi chu ka mu khanin ma se mi zong top ni ma po khan kan ma mo zia kha athletes sen an ma mo zia ka sha ati ni chumi ni wang chuanin khami kha kita achung te chawin an nei kha tha ka tilawa chu minol pui te pon sports a lut tran tir tu te pon an nei theinan hemi app hi ka siama ti ni chu.
One more thing too, we actually want to run a pilot program, so the first of its kind, to make it accessible to all athletes and all sports in Mizoram for free, to help inspire that next generation coming through. So this will be the first place we run this sort of program.
Chuanin a pilot tu khan Mizoram big tan mo khami atan big khanin avoi khanan a free in thil ti dan tur ngei to don chu hemi man theina tur kha. Okay. So can I just invite Pudina to come here and talk about what Tori's experience here has been so far? RM chuanin Mizoram Athletics lam team a khan nangma ni kha tumani be pahni kha Tori nen ni tin train in nita khami kha eng tyang zong in nge ma son na in nei to ti te le enge in ma mo ti mo he Tori change ma son na in nei to te midang som ve nan te po khan enge min shil sak thengem mizo chung se top me
kaming chu lalin ni na khiang te ni a chuan hei Mizoram State Sports Council hnuaya NRC non-residential coaching a hian distance runner angin ko oma chuan tun tha September 30 bel khan itain ka ria Tori hi aron kaldon ti hi kipa hian Mizoram Athletics page han miron shilani chu atira kha chuan kan oi si lo ni chu chan chu Tori kha we thought she was a retired athlete but chuan anhuwa khan Tokyo World Championship a khel me ka chumi chu kan kha ka antile si kha kan phur thar le zulai chu kan lom sa to na ka line kha mase remcha na zo ka wang hanaron kal thei lo le phota chuan hu hanaron kala chuan tun hi kan thleng chu ani tame ya chuan how to te pon min troi om tha kan lom lut to ka chuan kan athletes hei no pang le zul te hi tuna hian phur thar lut to ni chu atira chuan hei kan coach sarsi te le sarma chuan hnuai hin coaching kan kala hey an manin an thei ang topin min en puya chuan Olympian ngei na miron en pui khan hey ma son kha anin tilut to ni chu session hi I think we have had like 3 sessions. Yeah. Session hi voi thum bel kan nei to a chuan hey mun pui te kan state record holder in 400 meter chuan khating te khan an hlok zia ringot an soi ni chu an lom lut to ni chu hey hi an lom ze hi hey kalau soi sak hal ni so we are so thankful for everything that you have done and ahun ola hian ron kal shamra even this morning she came like around 6:30 she had to wake up so hey aron en puing hal char chuan jumping thleng in chuan ka soi le du chu hey ama hi heptathlon athlete ania kan la shelo mai the chu ta chuan 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter, shot put, javelin, long jump, high jump kha a thei veka wang khan kan e thlit te hian an hlok pui lut tu kan ni so engkim min en pui wang khan chuan i enge kan mamo khan sei le dong ni kan mamo a kha chuan i man ni khan session kha football match awm wang khan kan tran tlai do leka and we had to run in the dark so she was saying like she was suggesting that if we could run under at least some tube lights LED lights the hey LED light noya kan tlan thei chuan hey kan hlok pui vi wang ti ha kalo soi ve du ani zo thamia
Yes, thank you so much. Chuanin tuna khan aron soi che khan kalausia chwale chu Tori hi ama chuanin Queensland a khwanin state boxing champion kha ani ni chumo ama chuan chuanin hemi and law heptathlon hi katire na chan chu ti ama hi nge pathian tri mi dewania hey pathian number deun atini chu khami kha number 7 kha ngai poi mo china chuanin heptathlon khanin kha tuna udina lo sayang khanin shang sport shang pasari awma wang khan khami kha boxing atanga alule chanchu ani tanching ha soirom in ta ka thenghil
Cool. Well, that's pretty much for this session. Pretty much it. We've got one more question. Yes.
The question is that like, yeah, you have built this peak. Like, how helpful is this to you, and like, what data they have to put in, and like, what will be the main benefits for the athletes? And this morning, I saw in one of the athletes' status Instagram story, and he said that because of Tori, I managed to cross a high jump of 5 feet. I think, yeah. Tungai kaka. Kami ka kung itakin daw swalok le. Tukin siya nga a story kalat heng pa nga ilo fit nga high jump kati thei pa tia kami I experience ka lo share pa set. So the question is like, how helpful will be this peak for the Mizoram athletic like community and even to any sportsman? Yeah.
So throw it to the high jumper.
Yeah, the high jump first.
High jump hi chu kan ni lo hrimshima ma sain epo NRC hoya hian distance koma sar sitete sarma ma chuante noeng koma I keima hrimshima high jump hi practice ve ka chak thin ma se keima ka height le keima ka fet tambang hianin ka theilo thina ma pon ka video chu viral to se tamai ya fit thum le chan ve chi zong thei thin ha ka nia chuan tiang kan tan sar sitete min shuan an hoya wait and kim ve min maintain sakveka le internet chuanin chuta tang chuanin keima body vel te kan siam chwa chuanin to jing khanin Mr. Rian technique sang min zir tira an zon thin lai pon keima big chu ka zon thim lo em wang khan voi tam tak min shila ka check mark te keima big ka khan min en luk big ke top mayang tang kam ka thim lo min thim wala tahan engkim keima position de video te khan rong cover ka ti sualai ta ka min shila he ta hian ke te pen zawa petain pen zim deula tiang ta khanin minon shil zela ka ti sual piang khanin rang deuh khan arong kal hnai minon correct sakha zela aman action ngei min ti pui cha charta khata khanin keima enge keima tam ta khata improvement in peya ti dan tur technique sang min sheta wang khanin ka thlen ngai lo fit nga hi keima tin huna chuan vai khat poka zon thei kan noi tam ta chon ola samdeu chon zong thei mai theya ma se keima bi ga hianin ka zon thei ka in rin ngai mi lo wangin fit nga hi tu na khanin vai khat kha vai ruk ka tem na khan a vai ruk na han ka tiar ve theya chu ka lom em wangin story han lom tu soinan karon mangani.
So you remember the question about peak? Yep.
Okay, so for peak, I built it because I needed it. All the mistakes I've made in my journey, I've tried to build into the app so you don't make them. So as an athlete, the things you need to track is obviously the training you're doing. What are you doing each day? How many reps? How many kilometers? What are you doing in the gym? If you don't track that, you don't know if you're improving. And then you'll get to a competition and it might go bad and you go, oh, I don't know what. But you need to know so that you can make a better decision. Also, if things go well, you know what's going to work for you. So that's training. The second thing you must track as an athlete is your wellness. So that's your health. That is how you're feeling, okay? I made it to the Olympics because I realized as an athlete, I have to prioritize my health first, not my performance. So my health is my nutrition, my sleep, my recovery, my stress. So you can track this all with Peak. Now, and the science backs this. So I've got like those fancy wearables, like the Aura and the watch, but they're not as powerful as what we can do with Peak, which is by answering questions every day about how you're feeling. And the third thing that you can track with it is we've built in an algorithm in there. So as you log your wellness and your training, Peak's going to tell you your readiness. So how much you can push each day, or maybe you should back off. So today, my Peak score is low. It's like 50. So I didn't train today. I need a recovery day because I had a late night playing basketball last night. So yes, it's incredibly important. Once you make it to, well, I don't know what happens in India, but in Australia, when you make the Olympics in those teams, they make you log everything in a platform. Ours is better, okay? And it's what the elite of the elite use. So, and it's available to everyone.
Chuanin kami Peak poi mo na kha ngatinge isiama enge I changkai pui na kha dita chumia chuanin kamamo em wangin hemi epic asiam tini chumo kamamo em wangin achan chu hemi app a hianin enge nitin enge eng rep ngei ti a kilometer engzan ngei tlana ka tyang ti zongjong te kha azia theya hei tuna entinan competition e kalta irin ai khai lo perform chalo theini ma se khami kha app a ilo manga ta ilo zia kha tyang kha I result zongjong kha ilo zia to chuanin hey nangma level kha eng level angi omti kha asha theita entinan voina po khanin ka level kha ka enati chan 50 chani a chu wangin recovery day ka mamoni hiti kha minshil theya ti ni chu chuanin thil man to tak tak he ora te bun chin te ka tang te kha kalei ve china he ka neya te ma se khatyang ai khanin he tyang azia mo khatyang avati kha chu he nget zo ka arin tlak zo ka atini chu chuan khami kha ai atangkai na kha soinim reu do ha ka shep man vak bik lawa in no sha chuan no shanga ma se hey in sha chang do engtia ti tung entinan athlete kanita atia ka performance ai chuanin ka shisel na ka thil eite ka mut na te ka tyang ha ka ngai poimo zo ka ten chu khami ngai poimo chuan performance kha achazel theita chumia chuanin khami ka tyang zongjong kha azia avek the enge vo in hian engtin nge he kema pun ka mang china enve me khakadawe khatha ka mang ve chin china khami kha enge how do you feel today mo he te tyang thian tila ding roti te ka te engda ka inzan nge imutti thleng khan ai direct vek theita chumi chu asoi kha ka shat kim vek lo pon he kan la omrei don thawa anua po ashet chang du khan a app nen kha inron kalanga ti khan a inshil fya vek the chumi chu kalo sai.
One more thing, we actually are bringing in a social feature as well, so that if you train with a group or you have a coach, you can share everything like a social media. And we actually have a Mizo developer helping us with that, which is very exciting. There was one other thing I was going to mention. Social feature?
While you're thinking, give it to Moita.
Chuanin features pakhat kami app khan kan da dona te mo chumi chu social features ania in performance te in training te kha in coach te nen khan ava in coach ta ka in share theidona in theya social media po in upload theidon ni di so chumi a chuanin Mizo developer mo software engineer thau chumi nen chuan an thok hau mek ani tuna hian kami siam tu khan.
Oh, one more thing really important. I can't believe I forgot this. We actually are launching, it's currently being filmed at the moment, but an athlete online academy. So we have 14 modules, so over 500,000 words of education specific to athlete wellness, nutrition, everything in short video formats that you can learn everything you could possibly need to optimize yourself as an athlete. My goal is to equip you. I don't want you to be dependent on anything. I want you to understand yourself and understand what you need to do to get the best out of yourself and be your healthiest self.
So that is what it's been launched.
It's being filmed right now.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, tuna hianin tu til pakhat launch tour nei len. So what is the name of that? athlete academy an neya an release don ni chu chumia chuan video sang ti dan tur video te kha short video kha dona chumia chuan in engtin nge nang mani in taksa in chai in nang mani na in taksa in performance in sha khami azir khan in zir na tur video kha an siam don bokani chu chumi po chumi zong tan a free and thei turin.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for this evening. So for the rest of the evening, while we still got a little bit of light, feel free to take photos with Tori over there. There's a QR code right here. Make sure you scan it and install the app. If you need help with installing, there's a few helpers at the back desk that can help you out with that as well. And we've got a light. Oh, okay. So we've got a light tonight. So we've been blessed with a light this time around. And I think that's pretty much a wrap, right?
Event is done. I've got my Australian shirt because we're doing photos. Just want to take a moment to record all this as a memory. Look at this. Look at that. That's crazy. Tori West. Seriously, it could not be any better. The local paper was here as well, so they're going to do a full page write-up, but it was brilliant. I got to share my story. Even though I didn't feel prepared, it was all very, I've just had amazing people help make this happen, so thank you to everyone. Oh, wow. I'm looking forward to seeing where this leads to, because I don't know. I just did it, and that's it. That's the whole thing in life. You just do things, and then you wait and see what happens, right? But what matters is that you just do, and you have a vision, and you just keep that vision, and somehow things just fall into place.